This is the Generic Live Show for Sunday, the 22nd July. Oh my god, stop it now. Alright, third time's a charm. Nearly knocked over my phone again. Alright, my head's here. This is the Generic Live Show for Sunday, the 22nd of July, 2018. And it starts right now.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
A part of a balanced breakfast and proud members of the Geek.io podcast network. This is the Generic Live Show. Hello everyone and welcome to the Generic Live Show. This is the Generic Live Show for Sunday the 22nd of July 2018. Dale Campbell here with you. We're doing it for Geek.io. Thanks for joining us here on a very special edition of the Generic Live Show. The actually last Generic Live Show that I'm going to be hosting from Australia. I know, right? Sad to think about. It's so sad the music ends abruptly, right? That's exactly how that works. But thank you everyone for tuning in for the Generic Live Show. So happy to be here actually on this Monday morning for me, Sunday. For the Americans, fantastic to be here. We're doing it. I have a new temporary interim background. The Generic Live cabinet is still alive. It's still alive and kicking. It's just it doesn't feel so good right now. That's exactly its problem, is that it doesn't feel too good right now. But it'll get better eventually. It'll feel better. Come a couple of months. So it's gone on hiatus. The Generic Live Violin Cabinet show has gone on hiatus. But no, I'm moved out. All of my furniture is moved. I haven't officially said goodbye to the Generic Live headquarters yet. I have to go back and clean and do all that fun jazz yet, but that'll be throughout the week. So I officially move out, hand keys back, sign the paperwork over next Monday. So I won't be on the show next Monday. I will be calling in. You bet your money that I will be on the stream at some point next week. But CJ Boat and Rachel will be hosting the stream next week. Next Sunday in this time slot, they will be hosting the live show. They'll be doing another host takeover. And they are going to be doing an amazing job, as they always do, after the Drink Live show. And while I'm not here, and that is amazing. I do apologize for all the noise. I can't really do much about it, so I can't stop traffic. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, without further ado, what do you say we kick on with the show with our first story that CJ was meant to be here for, but CJ's not here. So I need to someone tag him. There you go. Hey, someone that's not me doing the show. Kerry, thank you, love you. CJ was going to call in, so if you could tag him in GLS channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Or I will after I go through the story, that he can jump in later. But CJ sent me this story again, and he wants to talk about it in further detail. If you've got a pre-show bit, this one came from Kerry. It was amazing. So if you've got any suggestions, please. We do have a channel in the Discord dedicated to this show at geek-io.net/Discord. You can drop it in the Generic Live Show channel, or you can email it in show@geek-io.net. GLS in the subject line is fine. The first story, again, comes from our very own CJ. Build-A-Bear is victim of its own success as Pay Your Age Day ends in chaos. So this was meant to be for last week, but we kind of fell off the wagon a little bit last week. Do apologise for that. Build-A-Bear was forced to end its Pay Your Age Day early on Thursday. This would have been the 13th, so a little whiles ago. Build-A-Bear was forced to end its Pay Your Age Day deal early on Thursday. But safety concerns, the store was unable to deal with the huge number of customers who showed up to partake. Hey, if you make things cheaper, you have to expect higher demand. That's exactly how that works. The retailer's reputation could take a major hit, one analyst said, because it has been children and parents who visited stores only to be turned away. Quote, with much higher than anticipated demand for its Pay Your Age Day promotion, Build-A-Bear has become the victim of its own success, global data retailers Neil Sanders wrote in a note on Thursday. Pay Your Age Day, huh? That's gonna end well for everyone involved, you know. And I get the idea. I get the very good idea. Hey, Rhino's here. The show can start. The show's already started. Sorry, frown face. We've already eaten our bookcase book breakfasts, and we've started the show. The Generic Live Parent House. Except they're not generic. They're amazing. Thank you. It's a good set. I like this background, except for all the noise. It's sorry. Okay, there we go. CJ has been tagged. Generic Live Parents House. Yeah, it's good. It's fantastic. Yeah, bookcase breakfasts and everything included. That's a pre-show bit. Patreon.com/geekio. I forgot the Patreon URL. And there you go. Build-A-Bear Thursday set to celebrate Pay Your Age Day in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Oh, I haven't shown. Dale, you're producing a show. I'm not around. I'm not around a good mic. Sorry. All good. So there you go. All right, there we go. No! What's happening? What's happening to my show? Dale, take control of your show. Where customers could purchase a stuffed animal and paid only their age. Kids could pay a few dollars for stuffed bears, while fee for adults capped at $29. They usually cost $20 to $35. Dollars. Anyhow, let's see. Right. At about 11 a.m. Eastern. Ooh, 11 a.m. Eastern's not that. It's not that good. That's not that late. That's pretty early still. Just FYI. Said it would allow any more customers to enter locations, citing crowds and safety concerns. According to Neil Sanders, the managing director of global data retail, Build-A-Bear's reputation could take a hit, resulting in the drama. Sanders continued, a lot of parents now upset that they can't fulfill promises to their children, who many made special trips to malls and frustrated that their efforts came to nothing. In our view, Build-A-Bear is going to take some action to remedy this. Maybe offering deals and special offers to those affected. While follow-up deals may boost traffic at Build-A-Bear, it could also cut down profit. Gosh, yeah. Build-A-Bear. Oof. Build-A-Bear's rough. And Build-A-Bear has some really amazing stuff that it's a childhood dream, really, that you get to make your own animal. I actually, just a quick side tangent, tangentially related, but I actually want to visit a Build-A-Bear, and no, what's happening? I want to visit a Build-A-Bear and get a bear. It's a dream of mine, to be honest. And if I got turned around for not wanting to, if I got rejected, if we're talking about crying kids here, it is, and you can't not fulfill dreams of kids. And that would be heartbreaking to them if you went home and said that you had to, that you couldn't fulfill their dreams. I definitely get the concept of pay your age capped at 29. There you go. Thank you, Rhino. I thought the stream went down because it bounced. It bounced. Stream bounced. And I was letting a hiccup for a minute, but now I can see. Okay, good. It's distracting. This is please not cry. But so anyway, the pay your age day is a fantastic concept. But the stream is in the club. The stream in the club. With hipster blade, stream bounce, pre-show bits. Hi, my name is Water Buffalo, and I'm in the club. Anyway, that's off topic. So Build-A-Bear is gonna have to garner some of its reputation. Is with this, like, what was the flaw? Like, what was the flaw? Stream bounce, but what was the limit on that? Like, could kids like aged 2 go to their mum and go, "Mommy, I want a insert kids show here. I want a insert kids show here. I want a Peppa Piggy. I can't have a Peppa Piggy. Oh, Mummy." Like, that's heartbreaking. And definitely is going to tarnish the reputation of Build-A-Bear for eternity. Now, how they can fix it, I don't think a marketing campaign is going to get them out of this one. Let's be real here. That I don't think that them coming in and going, all right, now we're going to do discounts for you, and now we're going to do, all of this stuff. It's not going to help one-time visitors that went to that store on purpose to visit the stores, and it's one of those things that, again, it's going to be very tough for Build-A-Bear to garner back its reputation after this for sure. Alright. I have no idea what is happening in the Discord, but anyway, I'm going to ignore it. Hey, let's move to a channel that doesn't move. What else? What else can I say about this Build-A-Bear? The fact that it's a good, like, I'm not going to knock Build-A-Bear for trying also to play devil's advocate. They tried something brave, and unfortunately, that... Oh, yeah, sorry. Linkage. My bad. Maybe I got caught up in the buffer loop. Everything's fine on the hard drive too. There's no issue there. Definitely their reputation, but again, Build-A-Bear tried something brave, and definitely kind of fell a little flat. Very flat, unfortunately. And definitely they could have done a little bit more to save themselves from this deep hole that they unfortunately got themselves in. You know, it's definitely unfortunate. Now, I think they can come back from this simply based off their sheer market share in this space, but man, it's gonna be tough. I actually watched the Undercover Boss for Build-A-Bear. I believe it was Build-A-Bear that did an Undercover Boss episode, and you know, a lot of it's a very sort of, I don't want to say old style kind of old style model, but holy, says Chorus and Runner, and that's about right. That's definitely about right. Holy guacamole, indeed. Definitely worth a shot. Sure. I mean, they underestimated that situation for sure. Absolutely. For sure. Alrighty, well, CJ was going to come on and chat with me for this, but he is nowhere near a good microphone, so instead of that, we're going to play CJ's favourite bumper in all eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for... This is not my show! Or is it? I forget. I can't remember. 1974, 1981, 2002, 2001, 1941, 704. Is it the same as you remember? Or is it the same as it ever was? He loves that bumper so much. This is the same as you remember, same as it ever was, the part of the show where we talk about going back in the past, taking you back to a particular year, whether you like it or not. Typically, most times, a year of which that I wasn't born yet. Hey, I'm going to... There we go. Let's do that. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you back to July of 1990 today. July of 1990. Should make a new bumper for it. For particularly the year part. But that's too much effort every year. Anyway, every year. Every year it's too much effort. Every year that's too much effort. Hey! July 1st, 1990. Ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, that was before I existed. 1 year before I was born, says Chorus and Rhino. It was 3 years before I was born. So, there you go. Take that cheese and melt it. Where you like, you know, that hot saying that everyone says. Eat your cheese and then you melt it. July 1990, first Zen winter session in Sydney Zen Centre, Gorik Run Zendo. That was a tongue twister and a half. German Democratic Republic accepts Deutsche Mark as its currency. Sure. Take your cheese and melt it. There you go. In Victoria, July 1st, in Victoria, Australia, helmetless riding became illegal. There you go. You could not ride a bike without a helmet and not get a ticket for it. There you go. July 2nd, members of 2 live crew formally charged with obscenity in Florida. Sure. July 4th, 1990, 400 new kids on the block fan treated for heat exhaustion in Minnesota. Twofold, Jesus, 400 people. Also, what's new? What are the members of New Kids on the Block up to these days? What are they up to? Are they up to much? I don't know if they're up to much these days. Here's a fun one. July 8th at 12:34:56 on July 7th. July 8th rather. July 8th, 1990. Was actually the only time that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 appeared in a date. There you go, July 8th. 12:34:56 on 7/8/90 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. There you go, that's impressive, right? For all you math nerds, including myself. Andrew Dice Clay cries on a Resso Hall show. That's the best, says Carson right now. I love dates like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. What have we got? Howard Stern's summer show premieres on WWOR TV, New York. Where else are we? July 16th, 1990, Empire State Building catches fire with no fatalities. July 16th, 1990, Ukraine declares independence. July 16th, the ANC sent a report on police violence to President F.W. de Klerk and determined end of the shocking inhumanity of police action in rural areas of South Africa. There you go. July 19th, 1990, Richard Nixon Library opens in Yuba Linda, California. There you go. Goodwill Games opens in Seattle, Washington on July 21st, 1990. Rosie Jones from St. Louis, 26th crowned 22nd Miss Black America on July 23rd. Is that still happening? Do we still do that? Please tell me we don't still do that. Right? That can't be a thing. That can't be a thing. July 25th, 1990, U.S. ambassador tells Iraq U.S. won't take sides in the Iraq-Kuwait dispute. There you go. July 25th, U.S. performs nuclear test at Nevada test site. Fans of this show will get excited. July 26th, 1990, General Hospital records its 7,000th episode. There you go. On July 26th, 1990, records its 7,000th episode. If we ever got to 7,000 episodes of this show, I think I would be dead. It would be definitely a new host by then, right? Definitely be a new host by episode number 7,000. Considering we're, considering I'm like, considering I'm like old, or will be old by then. Alright, let's see what else there is. July 26th, US President George H.W. Bush signs Americans with Disabilities Act. There you go. July 27th, White Russia declares independence. Blackouts hit Chicago on July 28th, 1990. And July 30th, 1990, the first Satron automobile rolls off the assembly line. And some Bosnia Herzegovina declares independence. There you go. The Pakistani leader gets married as well. And that's about it. Where are we? George Wood also died. Okay, there you go. George Wood also died. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this. This is not my show. Or is it? I forget. I can't remember. 1974, 1981, 2002, 2001, 1941, 704. Is it the same as you remember? Or is it the same as it ever was? Alrighty, there you go. And that was the same as you remember, same as it ever was. Indeed. Alrighty, that. I do apologize. This show seems to be taking us a very long time to do anything. I do apologize. It's a very weirdly paced show. But we are now going to be talking about probably one of the biggest stories in the most recent past that we haven't covered yet, because we didn't have a show last week, unfortunately. There you go. All right, there is a lot happening right now. All right, I'm gonna go in this again. I'm gonna go in this channel. I've turned all notifications off. Why am I still? Dale's getting distracted because people know that about me. All right. So, again, we're going to be talking about one of the most biggest stories of the last couple of weeks. If you've been following the news at all, you'll know all about this story. This is about the Thai cave rescue. Again, if you've heard any news outlet in the last couple of weeks, you'll hear all about this. All 12 boys and football coach are free after a 3-day diving mission in Thailand. Let's watch this video. Yes, that is the last minute of the rescue efforts that happened. Richard Harris pitched with his dive partner Greg Challen, with the last men out of the cave in Thailand. A daring rescue mission in treacherous confines of a flooded cave in northern Thailand has served all 12 boys and their soccer coach who were trapped deep beneath the labyrinth, ending a grueling 18-day ordeal that claimed the life of an experienced diver. It violated people around the world. Thailand's Navy SEALs, who were the centre of the rescue effort, said on their Facebook page that the remaining 4 boys and their 25-year-old coach were all brought to safety early Tuesday morning, evening time. Quote, "We're not sure if this is a miracle, a science, or what," Thai Navy SEALs say. The boys and their coach were treated in hospital. 8 boys were fed. Sunday and Monday are all, quote, healthy and smiling. Hey, Raul, how's it going? How you doing? There you go. Several hours later, a medic, and 3 SEAL divers who stayed for days with the boys in their tiny refuge in the cave also came out. 8 of the boys rescued by the team of the Thai International Sunday and Monday. The rest were rescued on Tuesday. Here are the volunteers. Those were some of the volunteers after the rescue operations. Raoul's in the middle of a generic live move as well. Everyone's moving. We're all moving. We're all moved as I nearly knocked over my phone. Nice, well done. Moving's hard, let me tell you. Cheers erupted at a local government office where dozens of volunteers and journalists were waiting for the news whether the instrument of succeeded. Quote, "We did something nobody thought possible." Chiang Rai Province acting governor, leader of the rescue efforts, said, celebrating the news conference. Carson Rhino says, "I moved before it was cool." All right, hipster Rhino. Don't get all up in my business. Bed, computer, and video games and cloths. There you go. Nice. I'll give you some plates right now, it's fine. The Thai Navy SEAL posted on its Facebook page, "We're not sure if there's a miracle science or what. All 13 wild boars are now out of the cave." Moved about a month. That was before everyone else. I know, yeah. Literally before it was cool. Weather. Haha, it's a weather joke. There you go. Helicopter transporting the boys roared overhead. People were on the streets cheering and clapped when the ambulance ferrying them on their last leg of their journey. I think this is a video of the ambulance. There you go. I mean, before we continue, like, seriously though, like, this news story could have gone so many different directions, and I'm so happy that, particularly over the last month, let's be completely honest, if the game I did on the Geek.io show is any indication, the news cycle over the last month has not been positive, has been less than positive, and I'm more than happy that people have gotten themselves out of this situation, particularly in this story. This story is definitely a story of what humans should do. They should garner together. And again, this is not a big province. This is a very small province in the middle of northern Thailand. My parents actually have been there, or in and around that area. So as we were watching it together, and also in preparation for today's show, we were talking about it last night, and it definitely could have gone a lot worse. Corson Rhino says it has been very depressing, but this is a great story. This is a story of humans protecting and nurturing the human society, and it could have gone so many other directions, and I'm so happy that it's gone in this direction. "You are our heroes," some wrote, captioning cartoons showing the boys and the coast with several dozen rescue workers, volunteers, and military personnel. Very visible officials at the press office, he said, very happy to see all the Thai people love each other. Other people that provided food and necessary to rescue workers and journalists said a miracle is what just happened. 3 days of intense operations. You got to think. Hope. If you're going to take anything away from this story, it is definitely this right here. Hope is real, and it's definitely shown itself in this case. Is that hope is real, and it's definitely something that we don't tell ourselves enough. In poor times, we definitely don't tell each other hope is real. Some other cartoon depictions. And anti-anxiety medication helped with the rescue. Medics run aboard and see what happens to one of the rescue boys.
เขาบอกว่าอย่าให้เห็นแค่มือ
All the ground staff have been very quick. The boys were then, once they're fed and stuff, they were going to go watch the Manchester United game. It definitely. Who are the Wild Boars? I think this is going to provide more details of who they actually are. So who are the boys? Oh, is this some rescue footage? Oh.
How many of you? 13. Brilliant.
We've now learned our little brothers are safe.
The search operation has now become a rescue mission. They've already proved themselves to be tough, but getting out of the cave could be an even bigger challenge.
The regional army commander has implored the rain god, Pra Pirun, to keep showing us mercy.
In cold, wet, cramped conditions, it's a grueling task. Every diving expert familiar with this operation knows how dangerous it is. Today we learnt how right they are. A former Navy SEAL died last night.
Behind the scenes, an incredible number of people have been working to support this rescue mission, from the teams pumping water out of the caves, medical staff, engineering experts trying to drill into the caves, and volunteers cooking hundreds of free meals for them all.
There are signs a rescue operation is either imminent or underway.
After 16 days of waiting, today we saw the faces of the Wild Boars soccer team.
What seemed impossible here just days ago is so far an extraordinary success, ending a rescue effort involving thousands of people from across Thailand and around the world.
Brilliant stuff. So let the boys themselves will brush over this, as we do have other things to get to this hour. But again, this story was going to be a huge part of last time's show, so I don't mind dedicating so much time to it. Titan, aged 11, the youngest member. Mum and Dad, please don't worry about me, please. I'm fine. Please tell Pod. Get ready to take me to some fried chicken. Oh, that's adorable. Mig, age 13, one of the team defenders, according to the BBC report, the head coach of the team, described Mig as bigger than the other children of his age, but agile. Dom, age 13, is the captain, He also, while trapped in the cave, he wrote to his parents saying, "Please don't forget my birthday." Aww. Pong, he says he's football mad and spends all his spare time watching and playing. He said, volunteers read that one. Mark, these are the English names, by the way. Age 13, described by his teacher, a very respectful and good child. Turn, aged 14, BBC reported went missed. Grandparents assumed that he would take care of it. In turn, his parents replied that they weren't angry at him and didn't blame him for the idea. Adul, aged 14, don't need to worry about us anymore. I miss you all. I really want to get out so much, he wrote to his parents. Bu, aged 14, is the Wild Boars goalkeeper. He's told his parents. He wrote to his parents in a letter saying, "I've been gone for 2 weeks. I will go back and help you with the shop when I can. I will try and go soon." His parents wrote, "Mummy and Daddy miss you. We love you always." Aww. Note, aged 15. In his letter, Note told his mother not to worry about it. "Please tell my teacher I love her. I love you, Mum." Aww. Nick, aged 15, wrote to his parents and told that they were cold in the cave. "Mum and Dad, I love you. I love Nong," his sibling. 2. If I get out, take me to eat some crispy pork. That's the most heartwarming thing. It's just like, when I get out, I'm eating some fried chicken and some crispy pork, right? We're doing that. T, age 16, before the ordeal, T had made an arrangement with his girlfriend, who did not warn him to enter the cave due to the unpredicted of that. Told the someone there. That's not him. Knight reported went missing on his birthday. His parents, they still want to arrange a party for him. "Please get out soon and stay healthy," one parent said. And assistant coach EK, age 25, was the assistant coach. He was orphaned at age 10. When a disease claims the life of his parents and younger brother. Aww. "Thank you very much for taking care of our children. You went into the cave with our children. You must get out with them." Aww. Again, like I said, this could have ended so poorly, and I'm very happy that it didn't go the way of a lot of news stories of late, and definitely could have ended on a definitely sour note for sure. And no one could have done anything differently in this case to done a lot of this, because everyone said, "You know what, we're doing this, we're going in, we're definitely doing this," and we're making sure that everyone gets out alive, here, and they've done their darndest to do that. It's definitely a power of love on this one. I think this 2-minute 25 video will definitely sum it up a lot better than what I could. Where is that? There we go. It is at the bottom here. Alright. Here we go. I know that's a lot of stuff that we've already seen, but again, recap. I think this is just an extended video of the one before. Still worth it. Definitely worth it. Someone's on their phone already. Also, vertical video hype. Of course, Rhino hates vertical video. By the way, BT dubs. I'm assuming that's what that was for. Hey, the train! You can hear the train. Cash for videos. Don't pay them, pay me. We don't even ask for cash. We'll give you credit instead. Not hype. No hype. No hype for vertical video. No hype for vertical video. But hype for that story. That is definitely unhype. Bang unhype. Bang un. There you go. If that did something, then that would have been great. But definitely well worth. Now the dogs are barking. Now definitely worth spending all that time on that video. That is a heartwarming video and definitely deserves play all the time. Now, dogs. Now changing gears completely. The 10-year Australian standouts on Apple's 10th anniversary. If it'll load. Yeah. Whoa. On July 10th, 2008. Let's turn that down. See, this guy's doing it right. See, let's just freeze frame on this guy for a second. He's doing it right. He's doing a vertical video. I mean, it's out of focus, but he's doing a horizontal video. That we are bang hype for. We are bang hype for horizontal video. I like that, guys. Let's go, Serrano. We're not doing titles on this show, but I'm using titles for description. Bang hype for this guy. There you go. Bang hype. We need to have something. We need to have hype and an unhype command. At username has been hyped. There you go. There you go. We will figure that out. But this guy's doing it right. 50 apps. Here are some of Australia's more key ones. Fruit Ninja. Oh yeah, Fruit Ninja's iconic. The third popular app store in history behind Candy Crush and Subway Surfers. Procreate. Established from a spare bedroom. Ooh, look at that though. You can do that on an iPad? Cheapers. Again, also doing it right. Also doing it horizontally. Oh, I'm an idiot. Canva, sorry. I like doing it horizontally, says Chorus and Rhino. Is my stream chat frozen? You know what? Probably. I would not be surprised. Definitely would not be surprised. What's this one you think? What's this app you think? She's doing a squat. What do you think this one is? What do you think this app is? It starts with S, and she's squatting. What do you think this is? Nope, that didn't work. All right, I'll fix it. I'll try and fix it in the break. Thank you for letting me know, Rhino. Yeah, this squat one. Oh my god, that is kind of annoying. We'll fix it in the break. Sweat, Kayla, it says, downloaded more than 30,000 times. Sweat something. Sweater. There you go. There's whatever that was. On this day, a decade ago. You guys, the App Store was over a decade ago, though. What were some of your favorite apps? We'll get this chat going again. Maybe. We'll see. What was some of your guys' favorite apps? I kind of like, I have had I've had this cute game, and I wouldn't call it the best app, but it's definitely kind of a I have found this cute game called Push and Pop, which is a cute little cube game, and you have to like line 4 up in a row to try and make it work. There you go. That's my cute little game. Customer says I have never owned an iPhone. iPhones are great. No, I'm not a huge iPhone junkie. I have a Samsung phone, and it's good. I used to have a Samsung phone before my phone, before my iPhone, I had a Samsung phone as well, and it was really good. So, executive decision: chat on or off. All the settings are fine. I don't know what's wrong with it, so we'll figure it out. Strange. Yeah, I might turn chat off then. We'll see. We'll see what we do in hour 2. The App Store was first made available for iPhone users on July 10th, 2008, and had just 500 apps. Believe it or not, 500 apps. After creation, more than 2 million apps. Sales reach across 155 countries. More than 20 million developers, and more than $100 billion in revenue. The App Store is now the second nature of tech users everywhere, including like other users as well. And across all the platforms, it's definitely grown over the last 10 years for sure. Fruit Ninja, we've already gone through those. Customer says, I've had a Samsung phone for the last few years, and I like the customization ability, basically. But I guess there are games that are cross-platform. I'm not big on phone games, but I do any kind of word puzzle. Word puzzles are cool for phones as well because it's a little screen, and you can kind of work your way around it a lot easier. That and Sudoku is also good on the phone as well. So there you go. I don't know why the chat's working. Not working, rather. It's weird. I might just turn it off. Boop. Executive decision, turning chat off. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, you get to see my Generic Live shirt though. It's... Word puzzles are fun on there. Crosswords especially. I do like a good crossword every now and again. So... from Ibid Apps... in Australia alone, there are more than 113,000 app developer jobs that have been created. Cheapers! 113,000 app developer jobs. That's a lot of jobs. You know? Sweat with that lady. Hang on. This lady looks way too happy to be sweating. Don't you think she looks way too happy to be sweating? That's just my hot take. There you go. As we continue here on the Generic Live Show for a Sunday. That's how kind of people who work out all the time look, though. Just way too happy to be working out. It's way too happy. Do apologise for the technical difficulties today, but we're rolling forward. I could not do a show before I leave the country, so there you go. Thank you everyone for joining us, sticking around through the technical difficulties. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate your patronage here at the Generic Live Show. And we'll do more fun activities in hour 2 because, you know what, I moved, right? And I went through and packed up all my stuff, and you know what I found? You want to know what I found? I found some stories that we hadn't even talked about on the show before. So we're going to be talking about we're going to be eating and discussing some Generic Live leftovers from last year. And then we've got a review of a review planned as well, and it's going to be a blast. So thank you so much for joining us here on the Generic Live Show. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned, and we'll see you all in hour 2.